Hello, today I'm going to be completing another prompt in 365 Days of Art using the mystery supplies in this Scrawlrbox. So I get these boxes every time there's a sale on and pay between £5 and £8 for each one. This is box 92 from April 2023. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so we've got some artwork here. It's pretty. That is by Candace Fincher. Got some watercolour paper, Frisk. It's quite thick. 300 GSM. The sticker. They've got some masking fluid liner. A little cap to put on it. A sticky sweets, which I'm just going to chuck in the bin. A Pro Art Polar white nylon paintbrush. And a tin of something. Okay. Faber Castell. I think they're watercolour pencils. Albrecht Dürer Magnus. I'm excited to give those a go. I have used some watercolour pencils in the past, but they're not art brand, so I wonder how these work. So just looking through the scroll design, just about this masking fluid, it can be a great tool when used properly, but it can also be a huge pain. Only use masking fluid on dry paper. You can use on painted areas. Make sure your paper is completely dry before applying. Once dry, the masking fluid turns into a rubber-like consistency and should be easy to peel away or gently removed by rubbing with an eraser or your fingers. Its pinpoint precision tip means you can add the finest details. You can also use an older paintbrush to apply to larger areas. I've shut this up a little bit. It's still a bit blue. We're just going to see what this looks like, give it some time to dry. I'm just going to swatch out the supplies. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, Wondera Art. I started the channel last year because I wanted to rediscover my creative side again by doing some art prompt books and little art challenges like this. If that's something that you're interested in seeing, please make sure you've subscribed so you don't miss out on any new videos. And we'll just swatch out the colouring pencil. Oh, I love this green colour. Then we can wet the nib a little bit. So if I pop that in some water. These are a lot better than the ones I used before. I think I did prefer the wet nib when I did it ages ago. Have the paintbrush as well. And we'll also try blending from light to dark. If we wet the paper, see what it looks like with the pencil shavings. Just added a bit more water to this one and just moved the colours around a little bit because it wasn't really blending in. I think they're a little bit too big, those pieces. And what I'm going to do is just try and make this into like a little firework just to see how these work. I think it's dry now. Is it going to look like a firework or just a complete mess? Add a little bit of water to go on some of these, just lightly. And just start trying to peel this off. See if it's left blue behind as well. I think these will probably work better on the Frisk paper that was applied with the box, because this paper is not that good. It's actually ripping it off, probably because I put far too much on. Does it look like a firework? I think we've got quite a few different things that we could be doing, a few different techniques to use. I don't think I'll use all of them. It depends on what the prompt is that we're going to choose. I've done about, say, half of the book. It's getting a bit chunky now. I'm just going to flip it to a page, and if I like the sound of that prompt, then I think we'll go with it. Practice drawing the features of a face on the opposite page. Draw the eyes about halfway down the face and the bottom of the nose on the nose line. Perhaps find a photo of a face to study. Don't like the sound of that. Design a pattern on the fan. That might be a good one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. Design the pattern on a fan. I have copied the picture from the book and used that masking fluid to do the outline. So I'll peel that off at the end, and that'll just be the outline of the fan. I think what I'm going to do to start off with is concentrate on the outside of the fan and do that in a blend of orange and yellow. In between bit, I'm going to do a little bit darker. I might just use the grey and the green, same with the outside, and then do the speckles on the background. And then I probably will peel this off and then add a bit of detail without using any of the pencil wet. I'll just put it on top and use it as a normal colouring pencil. So we'll see how it goes and what it looks like in the end. Start off with the orange here and blend that out to yellow. I'm using a sheet of paper from the A5 book that came with the Scrawlrbox. I'm hoping that the paper will work a bit better than the one I was using when I was doing the swatching. So we'll have to see. This masking fluid didn't go down evenly. It might just be a bit of practice to get that better. I've had to just amend it slightly and push it in a little bit to try and get the shape a bit more defined, because a big blob here and here. And also around here, I didn't really want that there. And then we'll blend the yellow into the orange. Just keep shifting it around a little bit until I'm happy with it. Okay, for these bits here, I might just do lines and gently go over with water, but not blend it like I have on that one, just to make it clear that it is a fan, and the same for the outside bit as well. So I'm going to use the blue and the grey mixture, just like this, and just do a few lines. I'll wet the background and then I'll just put the green shavings on. I have a feeling I'm going to need to move this around with a paintbrush in a minute. That's not really what I wanted to do. Maybe do that, it might work better, and then we'll move it around a little bit. I don't know if I like this background after all, it just looks like blobs. Let's just wipe it down a bit. Sort this background out. So thinking the only way is to add more water, just trying to blend a little bit more blended. I think I might just use the grey on the wet, just do a few lines like like squares. This is drying out. The paper's gone a bit warped, probably because I added a bit too much water. But I did decide to add those grey lines on there, which I think will look alright once I've taken the masking tape off. I'm just going to take this masking fluid off now and see what this looks like. My cat's come along to give her opinion on it. What do you think? Is it alright? Yeah? Yeah, let me know in the comments if you've used masking fluid before, and also how you found it, like taking it off, because I am taking the paper off, I can see it, and I hear it as well. Just a little bit concerned. I don't want to end up ripping the lines that I've managed to create here. A couple of finishing touches. So this bit, I'm just going to go over on the orange. I like the blending between the yellow and the orange on this. I bring these up a little bit to define the fan a bit more. So this is a finished piece. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you have done something a bit different? I'll link the other Scrawlrbox supplies playlist at the end if you haven't seen them yet. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one.